Today I'm watching and breaking down the cinematic language of Wuthering Waves Resonator Showcase, Augusta. Make sure to check out my full playlist of Wuthering Waves.
There was once a rough lump of iron, dull, forsaken, buried in scorched soil, until freed from dirt and grime.
Nice character intro.
A sharp blade slumbered within, awaiting the trial of fire. Hammered and pounded.
That's a great character intro, and he says trial by fire. You really get a sign of her hair being this really the only image with color, or the only piece with color in this entire image. And it really showcases this as the subject has been sharpened like steel. And you can see her right here, young, and then look at this. Powerful. Look at the blade too. It's a really nice design. Hammered and pounded. I like the forging imagery that's being used here as she was forged into a weapon from her original state.
Purged of impurity, thus its steely frame was forged. Now awakened, a blade cutting through all. Yes, it was hoped to achieve more.
Some sort of gladiator arena.
Not bloodshed or war, but to carve a path none had walked before. Behind high walls.
So I really like this idea that the character yearned for more. When you say that, you see her shadow is bigger than herself. She's tiny in the frame, yet her shadow eclipses that. It's as if the character wants more for herself, envisions more for herself, but she's caught in this current life that she's in. Seems to be winning as a gladiator, but it seems that it's not fulfilling to her, or she's not able to progress as much as she wants. I think it's a really significant image for her character, and let's see what she does about this sort of conflict and this goal that she might have.
Behind high walls, glory has long decayed.
I like that. The glory decays in the light.
Even the victorious
goes.
couldn't escape the sting of corruption.
Let's talk about the fight choreography here.
Yet, with unshakable resolve, the blade feared no storm.
There's an interesting, ouch. There's an interesting pattern here going on with the fight choreography, tending to focus solely on the subject here as she strikes. Look at this.
Now awakened.
See this pattern of the camera really focusing on her. It's almost like ignoring her opponent, as her opponent is insignificant. There's another shot here that I wanted to touch on when these people attack.
Even
Notice how when she attacks,
couldn't escape the sting of corruption.
see the camera kind of locks in on her as the subject, and watch this. Just completely out of focus, the person goes away and they fall. It's a completely focused on her, which is pretty rare in a fight scene. It's pretty significant. And that was a nice transition. That was very smooth. Now, I'm not sure if she's a gladiator who also goes to war. Let's see.
No storm or flame.
Oh, I see. So that was actually, I think, referencing her childhood again when she picked up a sword, perhaps symbolic. Let's continue.
Engulfed its frame, fire, scorched its crossguard. Yet it rose above blood and sand, breaking every shackle.
Yeah, there's just more examples of that. The enemies, the opponents are insignificant. You can see her standing above it. It's like the camera knows this. The flame,
through countless battles,
still bright.
Baptized in the dust of strife.
It's a great image, right? All the swords she defeated to climb this mountain of swords.
It set ablaze a trail of blood to reignite glory.
It's interesting, we keep coming back to this other pattern here. See how the light is still in her eyes as the shadows move up here. Just like when the door closed, the light went away. So continuously seeing her It's almost like she has a plan. She has a fate that she wants for herself, but keeps closing. The door keeps closing for her.
Reignite glory.
What will she do?
For this moment.
This moment. Wow, the vocals. Powerful. It's like that door was closed to her, but she has another path. It all comes to a head now. Wow. She made a sword of all of her defeated opponents. The vocals almost sound like their voices from beyond the grave. What is this creature?
Alas, the glorious crown favors no place.
It's a rebel.
As rage from the heavens pours, even the keenest steel is
It's a little guts action. That was nice.
blade shattered,
Blade shattered.
luster lost.
Oh,
No longer swift, no longer sharp, dragged down by its own weight,
oof.
heavy in hand, blunt against foe.
And here it is, the moment that started it all.
There was once a rough lump of iron, abandoned in mud and mire.
The same intro.
Yet, when the burning valor of its past
What a shot.
kindled its silent furnace,
That's the sword.
the sharp blade within was ready. And so, once a scrap ignored by all,
That
now
pattern.
it strikes at the throne.
That repetition of imagery is awesome.
The once rough iron is now the true ruler's sword.
Wow. So she actually became the ruler?
And should the tide of fate stir,
That was a cool
once
title.
more, she will raise this sword
Oh,
and blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
that's a great shot. So that's what it was. I was waiting because I'm like, as far as the character design, this doesn't look like a typical character from the game. So this is, of course, her character design.
And blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
That's awesome. Again, the image is brown, gray, and then there's that flame of her hair sticking through, which is really cool. I love the image kind of repeating itself from history.
Now it strikes at the throne.
It's like she was trained in that style of fighting, you know. It was awesome.
Blade shattered,
Really nice choreography at the end here.
lost.
This character is super interesting. Like, what is this being? That's what I'm really curious about.
Even the keenest
I like this shot. I wanted to come back to that. Yeah. Look at the power.
even the keenest
I like that they sell, in a lot of stuff like this where it's like very supernatural fighting.
as rage.
They really sell the weight of the sword. It looks like the sword is dragging her down. Watch this. Right? It's like he's just falling
Even the
insanely fast.
is doomed to rust in the tempest.
It's awesome. Yeah, you can see the determination. I really like this shot. It's not very long, but that was a really nice shot. I wanted to come back to. You can see the really shallow depth of field here. It's just focused on the eyes, and the rest is out of focus. Yeah, that's fantastic. Nice. Bokeh in the background. It's great.
Blade shattered.
Yeah, there's some great stuff there. This whole sequence was cool, but this, when the vocals hit, I think was powerful. Right here. Yeah, I really like that. I'm really curious about this lore. If there's any masters in the chat, lore masters. Amazing. I love it. And they say a rebel, so it's almost like, she was going to take up this sword to try and conquer whoever this is. And they said, no, Of course, she wins. So then she herself is the ruler, I think.
Raise this sword
Yeah,
and blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
that's great. Again, coming back to the imagery of this kind of like burning hair, I think is cool. It was there from the beginning. You can see that we kind of get this en medias res opening, which is then paid off at the end in a nice bookend. It's very good. Yeah, I really liked it. I think my favorite shot is actually this one with the shadow. I really like this shot. It's probably my favorite. I want to hear your favorite, of course, but this shadow I think was good.
Glory
Yeah.
has long decayed.
It fades away. That's fantastic. That's definitely my favorite right there. This is a cool character. Augusta looks really promising. Has anybody played as her in the game? I'd like to hear about it. But in the meantime, check out the rest of my playlist on Wuthering Waves. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.